Ave, this is Pav, welcome in new episode of Niecodzienne Wywiady. Today I'm in Schronu Muzycznym MASH in Mysłowice, where I have pleasure to talk with TV moms.
Hi.
Hello guys. And let's start from beginning. Introduce yourselves and tell us who play what. Start from you.
I'm Emily and I play bass.
Emily, hello.
Hello.
I'm Lucy, I'm from Berlin and I play the drums.
Hello.
Hi.
Cześć, jestem Lucas, Milomi. I'm Lucas, I play guitar and I sing some stuff.
Hello. Your band is called TV Moms. Could you tell us what does it mean and where did it come from? Who invented it?
So the idea was to have a name for the band that was just kind of simple and kind of silly, kind of makes you want to laugh, and kind of I guess two ways, like just the idea that the little baby doesn't really know how to say so many words. What are the first mom?
Mm-hmm.
First words is TV, so just put them together and it's kind of fun.
TV Moms. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You exist since
2016.
2016.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
in USA, and did a lot of touring and ended up in New York, and I've been there for 1.5 years. And so this version of the band is quite new.
Mm-hmm.
So Lucy has been playing drums for almost a year.
Oh.
And Emily, this is our first tour with Emily. Welcome, Emily.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been like a week and a half.
Yeah.
All three of us together. Yeah.
So I
Okay.
fly from New York to Berlin, where
Mhm.
Lucy's from Berlin,
Mm-hmm.
and we have rehearsal, and Emily flies from London to Berlin, and we have rehearsal.
Ah, so
Yeah.
you meet together in Berlin
Yeah.
and you come to Poland.
Yes, we met. What day is it? Friday.
Yeah.
We met 9 days ago.
Okay. This is nice. So you are Lucas, creator of the band.
Yes.
Okay. How it happens? So you created band.
How it happened? So I originally was a bass player in many bands like hardcore, punk, and metal, and things like that. And so many bands, the people in the band are not good to each other, or somebody gets lazy, or whatever. It just falls apart for
Mhm.
whatever reason.
It was
So-
only hobby for them.
Yeah. So for me, I get very frustrated.
Mhm.
Why do I start over so many times? So I said, I guess I will write the songs, even though I don't feel like this is naturally the type of person that I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if I write the songs, then maybe I can be good to the people in the band and find some people that also share this passion.
Okay. So you just wanted to make a band for your own, to not to be frustrated, not to have a fight in a band,
Yeah.
and play around the world.
Exactly. Yeah, make some new friends. I keep saying, like, we're going to a new city,
Mhm.
and the new city, I don't know anyone there, but I always say we're going to meet our new best friends
Okay.
in
This
a
is
few
nice.
hours. Yes.
This is nice. Genre that you play are, for my ear, punk with grunge metal. Correct me, of course, if I'm wrong, but who or what band inspired you to play such mix?
Oh,
Now I know you play before in a punk band.
yeah. So, like, we got asked to do this. Well, we got asked. I asked, and then they said okay. But the Zidania
Mm-hmm.
DIY Fest, we got asked to do this, and there's lots of like hardcore bands, and it was very exciting to see these bands. As far as like what bands I've listened to and things like that, there are so many. So lately, I've been listening a lot to this podcast out of Oakland, California, called Maximum Rock and Roll Radio, and there's an excellent radio host on this show. Erica Elizabeth, and plays a lot of like post-punk from like the early 80s, but also more contemporary music too. So, you know, if you are, I mean, this is a great podcast, but also if you're looking for a music podcast, shout out to Erica Elizabeth, Futures and Pasts. So that's a lot of what I've been listening to lately.
Okay. How you connect band with a private life? When you go to some cities playing concerts or other countries and stuff like this, your your partner, excuse me, go with you, or they support you from the home, or parents, or your family.
I mean, I speak to my mum a lot on the phone. I'm always like FaceTiming my mum, and she loves it. So,
And checking on Sweet Tiffany.
and checking on I have a lovely little dog, tiny
Mhm.
little chihuahua called Sweet
So
Tiffany.
she supports you with your dog.
Tiffany
from-
Princess Angel, yeah. So I miss her a lot.
Okay. How about you?
Well, I've got a daughter. She stays with her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
She's very supportive of what I do. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. It's just something you need to do, and people who are supportive of you will just accept that this is what you need to do.
Okay.
Well, we were having an interesting chat about how frustrating it is how, if you're a mother, people see that as a separate entity from doing something like a band, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I feel like there's a lot to be said for showing that it's not just men who can be dads and go off and do all this stuff, but showing that you can.
Yes, you can do it as well as a mother.
Okay. How about you, Lucas?
I guess I feel most at home when I'm traveling.
Mhm.
I have a really wonderful community where I live in New York, and a very wonderful community of people in Minneapolis as well. And as lovely as that all is, when I'm at home, I'm just trying to get to the next place
Mhm.
because I think doing things like this is very important.
During the time while you're playing, how music has affected you? What changes on better? What changes on the worst, if there was any?
Oh, generally.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, it's like it should be on prescription,
Mm-hmm.
I think, because it can completely change any situation. Really, it's
Yes.
like if you're very sad, it's nice to wallow in sad songs. If you're very happy, it's nice to
Mm-hmm.
jump around. Likewise, it's like a form of connection. If you meet someone that's into the same band, then you've instantly got a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a community in itself, isn't it? Like you were saying, even with people you've not met.
Okay.
Yeah, well, playing music is, I think, a whole different thing than consuming music,
Mm-hmm.
because it really sucks you in if you start once and if you're somehow good at it.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I mean, it's such a shallow phrase, but music becomes your life and it's hard to stop.
Mhm.
Even if you try to stop, there's
Don't-
always something
don't
coming
stop.
up that keeps you doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like I struggle sometimes socially, and maybe other people want to. It seems not other people, but I feel like we get this ideal of you go to the bar and you sing karaoke and everybody's your best friend, and I maybe am not very comfortable in those kind of situations, and so it made me feel like maybe there was something wrong with me, but it turns out there's a lot of people that feel this way, and I feel like when I get in a room and there's another band, like there's Lemke,
Mm-hmm.
how do you pronounce this?
Lecimy.
Lechme tonight. So yes, now I have these friends when maybe if we didn't have music and this event, it would be difficult for me to say hello to them and have this commonality that
The break
we can
first
kind of
ice.
latch onto. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, not thin ice, but icebreaker kind of
Yes.
thing. Yes.
Icebreaker. Okay. Do you have other bands, or this is the only one you play?
I've got another band in Berlin,
Mm-hmm. What is it called?
Nikki 9, but it's very different from this band.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like indie rock pop.
Oh,
Yeah, but
nice.
So it's really interesting to play this style of music, which is much heavier, than to play this more complicated stuff where you have to be more technical and less raw. But I really like the two challenges because it's both a challenge on its own.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, I've got a few other things on the go. One of them's called butt niche, like the niche of your butt. Which is more like so I still play bass, but it's more like electronics, like drum machines and synths and stuff. And also I play with a band called the Conformists, who are cool, and an all-girl Nirvana cover band called Vagina. But they're not, we don't play very often, none of us. So
Okay, Lucas, I understand this is you're the only band.
I fill in sometimes. There's a band I play guitar sometimes. It's difficult though because I'm on the road doing this so often. But yeah, there's a band in New York called Clone that I play guitar in sometimes. There's also a band called Nuclear Family Fantasy that I am playing drums live once in a while. And then there's a band in Minneapolis called, we don't know what the name is. We were called Basement Boys, but then somebody said, we already have this name, you cannot have this name. So.
Basement Boys?
That's
Sounds
a good
nice.
name.
Yeah, it's fun.
Sounds nice.
We're figuring that out. But yeah, this is the main thing, and it really sucks up so much of the time.
But for me, sounds very nice.
Yeah.
Basement Boys.
yeah, I like it too.
Sounds like Backstreet Boys.
All right.
But a little bit darker. You played in many countries, many concerts with a lot of bands. Do you have a band or a person who you really wanted to play with, but you doesn't have occasion yet? But living.
Desert Sharks. They're nice. They're in the USA. But most of these are bands that we've played with, like Witch Slap, they're in New York. Heroin Whores, they're our best friends ever. They also have this, it's called Fight Like a Girl Booking. They help out so many bands to get shows. Mira, we met in Warsaw just now, and very excellent. So hopefully we do more shows with Nira and Calamaze and Cool Cat.
Shout out to Bazooms as well, they were great.
Bazooms, yo. Yeah.
But is there any band you didn't play yet and you really wanted to?
Desert Sharks. Free to Kill.
Lucy, what about you?
I don't know, maybe Rammstein.
No, I really don't like Rammstein. Sorry to everyone who likes them. Well, there's a big... Brutus. Yeah, I would love to play with Brutus. Yeah, they're a band from Belgium. They have a really badass female drummer who also does lead vocals. Otherwise, I've dreamt many times when I was asleep to play in a band called the Beatsteaks. They are a huge German band, so if they ever need a drummer, hit me up. I'll do it.
Call me.
Yes.
Okay. How about you?
I mean, obviously it'd be cool to play with my future husband, Damon Albarn, in July. But that's never going to happen.
Why?
Yeah, actually, why? Yeah, why?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? I know all the songs.
How about the stage fright? Has it been with you so far? Do you have it now before the show? I have it. How you fight with it?
I don't have any stage fright, so I can't say anything about it.
I get very nervous. Yeah. How do I deal with it? 2 beers.
And you?
I think this is one of the reasons why I got interested in music. The first time I was ever on a stage, or even like in school, like you have to give this presentation. I was always so nervous. But this first time I was on a stage with a band, I felt very excited about it. I didn't feel nervous, so I thought this is a good place.
Okay. Who's responsible for the lyrics? Okay.
That's me.
Where you get your inspiration or ideas?
SpongeBob SquarePants. And it's no joke. I watch a lot of TV, and sometimes it's SpongeBob, sometimes it's like Beavis and Butthead or Daria or something like this. Or one of the songs, it's like audio commentary on this Batman movie. It's just, I try to make things light and fun. Sometimes we have this game, it's called Mad Libs. I don't know if you have this game here, where you, it's a story, and they have the whole story, but they take out certain words, and they say you need to put this word in here, but you don't know what the story is. So that's a fun way to put together songs also.
Was it this track is on the last album?
X-Ray. X-Ray Body Spray, yeah. That one's from Mad Libs.
I have to listen.
All right, yeah.
The lyrics are
That's
down
number
here.
2.
Oh,
This one.
okay.
Yeah.
If you lose it, don't ask me.
You can have it.
Okay, so let's see your lyrics. What are about? Negative scan. What does it smells like?
Good question.
Bugs, blood. These symbols of what?
Bugs and blood and symbols of what? Yeah, I haven't listened to that song in a minute.
Thank you for asking, because we don't know either.
Yeah. Oh no. Bugs and blood. So maybe I should be looking up my own lyrics right now.
It just made me think of pathogens, like blood-borne pathogens, but that's just my mind.
Yeah. I think it's more about
Is this text a metaphor for a backup?
It's more like sometimes you think things are going to go a certain way. Sometimes you think it's going to be very easy to get what you're trying to do and what you are trying to accomplish, and many times it doesn't go that way and it's very challenging, but sometimes you get something even better than when you thought.
Okay, like our talk.
Yes.
What else is the rabbit talking about?
The rabbit.
There was the rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like I said, it's a lot of movies and like cinema and TV that I.
Is this rabbit from Oz?
Oh no, I was going to say.
Yeah, it's kind of like Alice in Wonderland,
Yes.
Wizard of Oz kind of vibes to it, where it's like you don't know where you're going, and then you get to this place, and maybe it's a surprise, and maybe it's scary, but
It's worth it.
yeah, it's worth it, absolutely.
Okay. Future Muffin.
Future Muffin.
Last one song on the album.
Yeah.
And the longest, over 10 minutes. Nice, but I'm not sure this song is about job changing, changing your life for a better one. Because if you don't change anything, why do you expect the better? Change starts from inside of you. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. So it sounds quite political, that song, with a lot of call to action. Honestly, and maybe this is disappointing, but it is SpongeBob. Because he goes to work every day and he's like very excited about his job. And then you have Squidward and he's saying like, oh, everything's so depressing and I can't believe I'm here all the time. And it's actually an episode where they're talking about unionizing and workers' rights. So it's this undertone. So a lot of these animations and children's media is interesting because it has this message that it's fun for the children, but then there's also this message that maybe the parents get, and maybe they are going to have a discussion.
There is very much hidden.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Generation Lost.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of song that you with to open people's eye for today's generation of society? This generation Z or X or whatever, people who think they deserve more than they offer. How far from the truth, or what author had on mind?
I think it's
SpongeBob?
it's it's a bit of that, but it's also how people struggle so much. There's not so many good jobs, and they think things are going to be better. And these are so many political platforms that are thrown at us, and we are pushed into these corners that we have to make a decision. Are you going to decide this way or this way? And increasingly, it's just across every country. It feels like just less jobs, and so the jobs that are available, it's mostly service based. So you're welcome, we're happy is saying sometimes you're on this side of the restaurant, you're working, and sometimes you're on this side of the restaurant and you're eating. Yeah, exactly. So is there really a difference anymore? And it's, instead of having this person that you're ordering around saying like, get this for me and everything, it's being maybe more compassionate.
Okay. What are your plans for the band? Bass Mallory was released in 2021. Do you have a material for a new album or something?
It's complicated. This year it's close to 100 shows on 2023. So that, and we are just, it's DIY. I'm sending emails to so many people, organizing this by myself, and the band helps also.
I hope so.
We're just here to drink.
So yeah, that's been a lot of the time consuming lately. But there are a few songs that are being worked on, and I'm very excited to get something like that released. But I think maybe this will be early 2025.
2025.
I would think maybe.
Maybe sooner. Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. Hopefully sooner, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. We're getting close to finish our talk. Tell me where you wish TV Moms is about 3 or 5 years from now. What dreams or plans you wish to come true?
I'll go last.
Okay.
I'll go second.
That's not fair.
I mean, it'd be nice to hang out again.
Maybe some kind of big shows, big festivals, like Wacken or something.
Yeah, that's always it's always nice to play bigger shows and play with bigger bands. But I think the most important thing is to keep this community spirit up that I really enjoy in these small spaces like here. So if it happens, it's cool. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And I'm totally fine with it. So I think we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. And
yeah, I love that about the community thing. I think that's really nice. I think it's really important. I think especially, I mean, I hate to feel like as a woman about it, but I think it's really important to lift each other up. And,
yes, understand each other.
Well, just to if there is a community of bands that are kind of same level, to help people out and not kind of isolate yourself. So I think the community thing's a great shout.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, yes, I agree with these responses. These are very good. Yeah, it's we get asked so many times, like, how did you put this together? How did you end up in this city that maybe they don't think that people on the other side of the planet would think of? And yeah, it's exciting to hear other bands that are making their songs, and it's difficult. There's always this undertone when we talk to another band. They say, how did you make this happen? You put all these dates together. And sometimes they ask, how do you pay for all this? And that's, even if they don't ask, that's always the undertone of the thing. Yes. And when I go home, I work. And I don't have anything very expensive in my life. So I put money at this because I care about this. And as far as having a situation where we would be very comfortable making money at this, it sounds nice, but I feel like it would also be a problem, because then you have someone that you have to satisfy that is giving you this.
Yes.
And at that time, it's not the same.
Okay.
So doing this right now
So
is...
you wish you could make money for live from the music.
Yeah.
And at the same time you don't want it.
So the community has a way of taking care of bands on the road, and that has been what saves us. So we get to a city and a band says, we have a sofa and some floor space and you can sleep on our floor. Instead of us paying this money for a hotel, then we have maybe something the next day, we can get a nice meal or something that makes us happy. And these things are very helpful. So the community is really what makes it strong and what makes it run. And as long as that is in place, I'm very happy doing this how we are right now.
Okay. Let's imagine a little. You drive to a concert, someplace, somewhere, and there was happened something, and you woke up at the desert island.
Okay.
What 3 things you wish go there with you? 3 things.
That's such a classic interview question.
I love
I've
it.
never thought
That's
I'd been
great.
asked this question.
Wow. That's my dog.
It's not the thing.
Oh,
It's
a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. God, I have no idea.
You
Energy drink.
You are 3, so each one of you one thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I want my collection of SpongeBob DVDs.
You got nothing to play it on.
Don't have TV.
Yeah. You just have to watch
Mm.
it spinning around.
I want a printout of everything that SpongeBob has ever said.
Okay. That's much easier.
Yeah.
Probably an MP3 player with my most favorite songs with integrated headphones, so it's just one thing.
Oh, she's good.
Okay.
Blue WKD.
Excuse me?
It's a blue mixed drink.
Ah, okay. Okay. We're almost there. Next time when you release new album and you come to Poland, somehow I invite you to my place to another interview. And when it happened, what to put on the table so you could tell this guy treats you well.
Ah, good question.
Okay.
Everything that Alec put out, Alec and his partner.
Yeah, we stayed with a lovely guy from a band called Cool Cats, he was the best host. Well, him and his girlfriend were the best hosts ever, and they gave us lots of vegan food and
everything we asked for.
Amazing. Yeah, incredible. Gherkins, loads of
Bars open.
Yeah.
Yeah, vegan food is very helpful because everybody can have vegan food. You don't have to be vegan to eat vegan.
No, it's true.
I have grass.
I think good coffee would be nice.
Good coffee.
Mm.
Good ones, not.
With rum?
No, I don't need to drink all the time. Imagine.
Okay. Last question. What to wish you, both privately and band?
My family to be happy and healthy.
I mean, you said world peace and you kind of laughed, but I mean, I feel like human rights is like a topic that gets politicized so much, and I don't think we're a political band, but I think human rights is different than that. So if people can start having this discussion about what it means to be kind to each other and to understand each other and to educate themselves, then
Surely yours
yeah.
would be to end hatred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everything important has been said.
My questions are out. Thank you very much
They're
for
very good questions.
thank you
Yeah,
very
thanks
much
for
for this
having us.
opportunity to talk with you.
Bye.
What now?
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. Great question.
Thank you very much for listen this interview with TV Moms. Thank you once again. And if you like it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe with the bell. And see you next time.
Dzięki.
Ave.
Yeah, dzięki, bye bye.
Mate, you smashed it. Put it in there.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Nice job.
Good, yeah, well done.